Good morning, everyone. Before I start my presentation, I invite you to close your eyes and think for a moment. Where do you usually feel happy? In your bed? In the bathroom? At school? Obviously not school, but sometimes happiness appears when you least expect it. For instance, it might be when a song plays in the background and suddenly lifts your mood. Alternatively, it can be in a place where a painting quietly speaks to something deep inside you. Or think about a stage where dancers use movement to evoke feelings you didn't know you had. These moments may be small, but they remind us that happiness can hide in the most surprising places. One such unexpected place I found happiness was in the corner of the library. It's a cozy spot I used to walk past without a second thought. However, one day I sat there reading a book and noticed how silent and peaceful it was. The noise of students talking faded away, and all I could hear were the soft sounds of pages turning and keyboards typing. As I stayed there, I realized how comforting the soft lights, energy from focused people, and smell of the books were. I felt calm as if I was in the world of my own. At that moment, this small place became a place where I could relax and escape from stress. I was surprised to discover that we can find happiness in such simple things. This experience taught me that happiness can come from quiet, hidden places. Another unexpected place where I experienced happiness was on the floor of my bedroom. While most people think of their bed as the most relaxing spot, for me, it's different. In fact, I have a beanbag in my room that's quite comfortable, but sometimes I enjoy lying down on the floor. Since I can't stay in the bed when my clothes are dirty, one day I lay down on the floor. It was hard and cool but surprisingly comfortable. At first, it felt uncomfortable, but then I started to notice the peacefulness of the cool floor, quietness of the room, and the feeling of simply being still. Over time, lying down there has become something I do when I need to relax and clear my head. Moreover, the school stairwell can also be a source of happiness. Usually, it's just a place where students rush up and down without looking around. Yet for me, it became a special place when I didn't want it to be with anyone. I was feeling stressed because of continuous tests, and instead of going to class right away, I decided to walk slowly and ended up in the stairwell. No one else was there. I leaned against the wall and sat there for a while. Although the stairs were uncomfortable, they gave me a strange kind of comfort. In that hard, gray stairwell, sitting there alone, even for a while, made me feel like I had found a place where I could breathe and gather my thoughts. Let me leave you with this. There are more places where we can find ourselves happy. Try to find them. What I have learned is that happiness is not always grand or loud. It can be quiet and subtle. Sometimes it's just about lying down on the floor, sitting in silence, or finding peace in the stairwell. These little moments may not seem special to others, but it can mean a lot to us. So, don't wait for something extraordinary to make you happy. Look around, slow down, and listen to your heart. You might discover that happiness has been there all along, hiding in the simplest and most unexpected places.